It's a beautiful day. Right. It's a beautiful day. Sunshine the way to make smoke, push and sip, right? Yeah. Beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Sunshine the way to make smoke, push and sip. Let me feel good. Let me feel good. Man, it's all good. I got the one thing. Check for the hood. We live there now. We don't care for it. Everything I do is not here for it. Spend the time around like I'm real for it. I break my time, ready for it. My mother cried, I told me stay safe. My OG on the clock, so we keep it going. I met you at the top, I leave it very cold. Red dot in the church, and the red dot on me. Salute my real niggas like my home.
All right, there we go. All right, there we go. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We crashed earlier. We had a couple more people before, but we'll go ahead and get started looking at this content here. Tesla Takedown. These guys are here with the Maga hats, rocking and rolling. Here we go. Maga hats at a Tesla protest. How's this going down in 2025?
There's no title. Maybe C7. Can we talk to you real quick? Yes, maybe later, okay? What's that? Maybe later. Let us go around. Thank you. Let's go. So guys, I just want to tell you, thank you for supporting us. Today we will double down. Today it's not only two of us, but it's four of us. So let's go and ask them a lot of questions. So today is Marco and two of his friends. 1, 2, 3, 4 Maga hats. So let's go, guys. Okay. So we have a lot of questions. We will want to ask if this is paid protest, why Elon Musk is Nazi, why they want to arrest him, and a lot of more other questions. So you guys protect me a little, okay? Right. So let's go, guys. Hello, sir. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? I'm good. So why are you protesting?
I'm protesting the current administration and all the cuts to all our essential services.
Why not? When there's a fraud, why they shouldn't cut it?
It's bullshit. It's not fraud. They're not cutting fraud. They're just cutting everything that's important to us.
I don't think so. You should check his website.
I work for, I'm a physician. I take care of poor people who need to give birth, and who's going to take care of them if we don't have Medicaid?
We will always have Medicaid. He's not taking Medicaid.
Yeah, look at the read about the.
He's not taking Medicaid.
Read about the GOP budget cuts.
Let's go, guys. All right. Sir, So why are you holding an American flag, but you anti-American?
I'm not talking to you,
You're
man.
trying to close all the businesses.
No, I'm not talking to you, man.
You try to deport Elon Musk. You don't have the answer. Why are you so racist, ma'am? Why are you running away from me? Why are you running away? You don't want to answer the question. Okay, let's go. All right. Who's paying you? Who's paying you for the protest?
Where'd you get your visa
My visa?
to come into this country?
I'm a U.S. citizen.
Oh,
I don't have a visa.
You have quite an accent.
Oh, thank you.
We all pay our taxes.
Yeah. I don't know about this. This is pretty low bar here that they got going on. Let's go ahead and switch it around here. All right, let's see. We're gonna present this next one. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Extra camera slides. Stop screen. So we're gonna show you get into this next video here. Okay. Show.
The only way that we as individuals in Europe can have a big impact on Trump and Musk and his mates is by trying to destroy the economic viability of Musk's business. That's the only direct way I can see we can do it. We've got to stop the sales of Musk's cars and his businesses, and that will have a big impact back in the States.
Auf den Mond, das ist sauber, die sich lohnt.
Okay, London, England, I can understand them protesting. They have a right over there. But here in America, to protest an American company that's with cars manufactured here in America, like with American-made parts, the exception of probably some of the computer stuff, but with the consideration of all of that, like, Americans, what are you doing? Like, and what do they have to do with any of this in the UK? I guess this is like a nationwide or international protest. I'm trying to understand it. Why the UK has anything to do with Doge and how we have people come into our administration to help us sort out finance and create an efficiency inside the government. I'm still not clear on that. I feel like a lot of the people that push to have big government, lots of spending, I mean, that is more of a democratic ideal, But for Democrats to like push things to this level of extremism and far left, I don't know how it even serves the actual cause. And I feel like even watching this protest or the protests before this, that some of those people were paid agents, to kind of, again, make things look more violent, more aggressive, more delusional, less of a actual tangible, argument, and just made to look foolish, is really how it looks. So really an interesting observation here. Really an interesting observation of the these videos. This is interesting times. I really have to say that I think that Democrats as a party really have to completely re-engineer themselves, because right now it doesn't look good. Divest from the company stock. And what I love right now, Tesla stock right now is actually pretty low. Tesla stock, I'm going to look at it right now. Tesla stock is probably the best time, if ever, to go ahead and buy it. Tesla stock right now is at, what is this? It's at about 204 bucks is where Tesla stock is at right now. So, yep, 204.30. Yep. So it's down as of the day, it's down 3.5%. So congratulations. Let's see what the vandals are up to. Tesla vandalism sparks a fury. Authorities warn of consequences. Let's see what they said yesterday on CBS Mornings.
This is how to get in shape fast.
If you want to drop this, start eating more of these.
Not the one I like to use.
The growing backlash against Tesla CEO Elon Musk. Demonstrations have taken place near Tesla showrooms as Musk's political profile has grown. The multi-billionaire businessman has taken a leading role in the Trump administration and has used his social media platform X to back far-right politicians in the U.S. and abroad. But some of the responses to Musk are being investigated as crimes. Allie Bauman is here with that part of the story. Allie, good morning.
Good morning, Dana and Michelle. Police across the country say they're seeing an uptick of attacks on Tesla property since President Trump tapped its CEO, Elon Musk, to oversee the Department of Government Efficiency, which has recommended deep federal budget and job cuts. But authorities warn the vandalism will come with steep consequences. The surveillance video shows what police say is a suspect firebombing Teslas parked at a Las Vegas service center last week. Thursday, authorities arrested 36-year-old Paul Juan Kim, who they claim graffitied the word resist onto the building and fired several rounds into the cars before throwing Molotov cocktails at them.
Ultimately, that DNA that was collected from our subject does match its positive identification to the DNA that we collected on scene.
CBS News has identified at least 32 vandalism cases across 16 states on Tesla cars, charging stations, and dealerships since January. From swastikas spray painted on them in New York City to incendiary devices found outside of a Tesla showroom in Austin, Texas, Monday. Jeff Nguyen bought his Tesla 3 years ago and says the built-in camera caught a man keying it at a Texas airport last week.
It's kind of crazy that just something like this is turned into like a political thing.
The FBI has launched a task force to investigate what it's calling acts of domestic terrorism.
I think they're going to suffer very grave consequences because they're really terrorists when you think about it.
In Las Vegas, the suspect is facing a litany of charges, including arson. Police say they found multiple firearms at his apartment, and the FBI is now analyzing his electronic devices.
One final cautionary message for individuals who are contemplating similar attacks. There's nothing courageous or noble about firebombing private property and terrorizing your local community.
And today, hundreds of organized protests are expected at Tesla showrooms across the country. Musk has said amid the vandalism, Tesla is ramping up security at its stores.
There are legal ways to protest, and that's what you wish people would focus on instead of the reverse.
Exactly, and that's what today is supposed to be focused on, is the legal protests and hopefully not any of the violence.
Congratulations, Democrats. You have now beat the Republicans out for January 6th. Any argument you had for January 6th is thrown out the window. The property damage, the innocent people that have been attacked. Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's really an unbelievable time, but it is actually a very believable time because the delusion in this culture and in our society right now, and the victim mindset and chasing, the minorities of the minorities, to give to violate everyone else's human right and personal dignity for certain behavior and certain activity. It doesn't surprise me at all that people found something else to attach themselves to and allow to victimize them. I mean, that's the biggest thing that really upsets me about this whole thing is, the Democrats worked like how long to get to a point where we had electric cars? I mean, this has been one of the biggest agendas on the progressive side of the map for 30, 40 years. And to finally have a champion of electric technology and then to just ignore that contribution, and more focus on, who he aligns with politically, not so much with the activity and what's actually being done, shows the lack of intelligence. And it shows truly what television is about, that people are going to only respond to the emotions in television. They're not going to respond to like the intelligent stuff, the smart stuff. They're not going to think. They're not going to watch things, for an hour and really get both sides of the point. And even like at the beginning of the video, none of them people even gave him an opportunity to really even speak. Yes, he was asking kind of insightful type, leading questions, but to not even like engage in debate and to at least beat him, on an intelligence level and on a points level about what your political disposition is. People are literally like following him around and making ruckus and just creating nuisance and not allowing him to peacefully and I think that's what protests should be about. It's about bringing up dialogue about issues you have problems with. So why would you just, if the opposition is there, that's what you want. You want to have the opportunity to be able to communicate with them how you feel and get them over to your side, hopefully. And treating them like an enemy and alienating them and attacking them and preventing them from being able to do it. That's not it. That ain't it. I mean, it's pretty ridiculous, actually, to see that people who you would think are intelligent, you would think have, a brain to think with, and that were raised with, they look like normal people. And then they're like these depraved, sociopaths. Like it's insane to me, and what it is, it's like the television has made them that way, the TV media, self-identifying groupthink, self-righteous, that's the best part about, let me turn the light on for this because I'm going to use this content. I can't. All right. The manipulative statements that I hear, these liberal ladies make about, well, you're an immigrant and you know what he wants to do to you, right? And if they get what they want, you won't be able to be in this country. He's taking your rights away, And it's amazing because they don't realize how racist that sounds. And they go, you're black, right? You know what he said about black people, don't you? It's just like, okay. Because like we got to like identify with, again, the group thing, identify with and really just that statement in itself is racist, and these people are so ignorant, they don't realize the level that they're projecting onto the person that they're talking to by telling them something like that. It's unbelievable, to sit there and tell a person, did you know? Like, well, and what experience would you know of it? And where did you come from that you're entitled to know? And then, then people try, oh, well, I have a lot of black friends, and my black friends tell me they tell you some nonsense like that. So anyway, so there we have a little Tesla journey rant, on Rumble, on YouTube. Why the hell not? Let's do it. 2025, let's stay alive. It's not a game anymore, folks. Like let's start it's not even about books. It's not even about social media. It's not about TV. It's about using your brain. It's about thinking. It's about thinking critically. It's about thinking logically. It's about thinking practically. It's about thinking about what makes real sense, not emotion, not victim mindset, not the way the world should be, but what it is, and being real and honest. And once we get real and honest with ourselves, we're in a lot better shape. Because right now, the delusional stuff, thinking that there's just unlimited money in this country, that will always be the most powerful country, and to not pull the reins back on the way that spending is going on in the government is a foolish, foolish thing to do. So anyway, I'm out. Hopefully the views come after. I lost the 2 that was watching it when the battery died. A little disappointed they didn't get a chance to watch that good content, but hopefully everyone else will. I'm out.